Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Chief Audit Executive Briefing. This week, I'm coming to you a little bit more casual. I have my LA Rams gear on because I'm actually getting ready to leave here in a few minutes to go down to the Rams training camp. So this is an exciting time of the year for me because I love baseball and football. And so baseball is still going on strong. Actually went to an Angels game last night. But football is now getting ready to start with the training camps and preseason. So it's a really exciting time of the year for me when both of the sports that I really enjoy are actually going on at the same time. So now let me get into kind of the message that I wanted to send to you this week. First off is the webinar that I'm doing on July 30th. About how to become a more mindful and emotionally intelligent leader is on Tuesday. And so wanted to make sure that you were aware of that. The link to be able to register is down below. And so you can find that down below. Now, this week, there were a couple of kind of big news articles that I think kind of have a similar theme. The first one is that Facebook agreed to pay a $5 billion fine related to some of the privacy activities that they, illegal activities that they had related to the Cambridge Analytics breach. So that's huge. That's actually probably the largest settlement that a company has had to pay in that particular area. Now, with that, $5 billion is a lot of money, but one of the things that Facebook is also doing is now they're creating a separate privacy committee on their board of directors. So as far as I know, this is the first time that this has actually happened, but I don't think it will be the last. I think we're starting to see a trend now related to privacy, cyber concerns, and other things like that, that more and more people are going to be talking about it, and that the governments around the world are going to stick their nose in a lot more in these particular areas. I don't think this is over for Facebook because, again, GDPR came out almost 2 years ago now. And I think there's still going to be some other privacy issues and stuff like that coming out of Europe that will also be significant for them and for other companies. Now, the second thing with that goes along in the theme is Equifax agreed to pay $700 million. So it's not $5 billion, but still $700 million is a lot of money. Related to the privacy breach that they had before. So when you take that into account, the government fines are getting larger and larger for privacy breaches. And so again, this is going to be on the top of many of your executives' minds. And so you should be looking at what things you can do to help in that area, because the board is going to be looking for some assurance around cyber and privacy concerns. Now, along with that, the Department of Justice in the U.S. also has decided that they are now going to start up a group or a task force to look into antitrust issues with some of the big tech companies as well. So the theme that you're seeing here is the governments are starting to get involved. They're starting to investigate and hand out large fines and penalties. So start to think about, do these things affect your organization? And if they do, how would they show up? And what are some things that you can do to be able to help your executives? Because I would guess that they are already starting to think about this because they're reading the headlines as well. So this is a good opportunity for you to get in front of them and actually find out what it is that they need. Whether it's an assurance engagement or if it's a consulting engagement, just figure out how you can help and be able to add value to your organization. So that's it for this week. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you next week.